G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Caitlin and I'm an American living in beautiful Sydney, Australia. And as so many people have commented over the years, I have managed to acquire quite the Bundy Rum collection. I have some really unique bottles and of course I have the classic original here. So today I'm going to taste test every Bundy Rum that I have on my shelf. I feel like I've become almost a little bit of a Bundy connoisseur at this point, but overall I've loved seeing this collection grow, and so many of these have not been opened yet, so today is the day. Let's do a review of every bottle of Bundy that I have on my shelf. Grab a Bicky, grab a bevy, and let's get right into this video. As you can see, there are still a couple of bottles up here. This one is the Regeneration Rum that came out after the 2019-2020 bushfires. And because it's regular Bundy, there's nothing special about the flavor in this. It's really just down to like the packaging. I'm not going to open this. I'm going to leave this one as is. I love the packaging. I absolutely think this is such a nice little tribute, really, with the koala, the wild animals and stuff. You have a kangaroo hopping down there. This is just a gorgeous label. Because of that, I have the original bottle right here, which has been on top of my fridge for like a year and a half. You can tell I haven't really dipped into this one too much, you guys. I think I've gotten maybe 2 drinks out of this entire bottle since I got it a year and a half ago. You can also see behind me there are 2 bottles. One of these is not Bundy. This actually my husband and I picked up when we went to the Battleship, New Jersey. And then the one behind it is just a full bottle of this one, the Bundaberg Coffee and Chocolate, which I absolutely love. I've had this in one of my live streams before, you guys. So let's start with one that's a little bit familiar. Let's open this one up because I know this one's going to be good. Don't mind me, I just rinsed out a few random shot glasses that I found around my house. I can't remember the last time my husband or I actually pulled out shot glasses to take a shot of anything. So obviously I'm not doing a whole shot. I'm not doing 8 shots of Bundy. I am literally doing a small tiny taste test, you guys. Like, look at that. A little pour in here. But oh, as soon as you open up, you could just smell like that chocolatey aroma. You get a lot of that rum. You don't get a smell of coffee, but when you taste it, oh my god, it is 10 out of 10. So good, really sweet. I love this over ice. This is like one of my favorite go-to dessert drinks is this coffee and chocolate Bundy. It's unbelievable. Now it is really, really sweet. I love sweet things. I have the biggest sweet tooth, but if you're somebody who doesn't like really cloyingly sweet stuff, this one is probably not going to be a good one. But I absolutely love it. I adore coffee. I love chocolate. You guys know this. And yeah, the 3 of them together is just sheer perfection in a bottle. Let's jump over to one that I haven't opened up before. This one is a Christmas edition that comes out every year. This is the Bundaberg Christmas Pudding one. This one I know a lot of people had recommended to me before, and I'm not a huge fan of Christmas puddings. It's very much a thing that's new to me since moving here to Australia, and the smell of this is incredible. It does smell like a Christmas pudding. I love this, that little bit of spice. It does smell like Christmas. That's the thing, even though we don't have Christmas puddings over in the States, something about the spices that are used in Christmas puddings, and I guess the spices that are used in this, it just brings me back to Christmas. Even Christmas in the cold winter wonderland that is the US. That's not bad. You get a really strong, I don't know if it's like sultana or currant or something, but the fruits that you use in a Christmas pudding, you get a lot of that mixed in with the rum. It's really refreshing. It's not nearly as sweet as the coffee and chocolate one. This is definitely something I would want to drink on my own. This isn't something, not as in I drink the whole bottle on my own. I mean, I wouldn't mix it with anything. This isn't something you would throw in with a Coke or with like soda water, bubbly water. This is something you'd probably want to drink on your own. Again, something like this over ice would actually be perfect for a Christmas dessert, or like something to go with a Christmas dessert. Putting that aside, going to grab a clean shot glass because I don't want to like mix too many of these together. I think I might try to do like 1 little shot glass of everything mixed together in the end, but let's try something a little different. So this one is, again, not even opened. The bottle on this is just gorgeous. Like coconut rum, dark coconut rum. This is Mr. Black Cold Brew Coffee Liqueur. So it's coconut rum coffee liqueur collaborated with Bundaberg. So it is not just Bundaberg, but you can get this off the Bundaberg website, which is where I picked it up. Probably should have like fully peeled this off before I actually started filming the video, but not too bad. It's not like Maker's Mark where you're trying to take off like a whole wax seal or anything. Ooh, that smells like coffee. Like this is, you just stuck your nose in a bag full of fresh ground coffee. I don't smell any rum. I don't smell any coconut. This is coffee. Actually, I wonder what it would be like making a tiramisu with this. I That is a dark liquid, you guys. Like, that is almost black when you pour it out. It's kind of like the same color and consistency of Jaeger. Doesn't smell or taste anything like Jaeger, probably. Definitely doesn't smell like Jaeger. Oh my god, this just smells like espresso. It smells like coffee. This is going to be amazing. So good. It's like a really nice, smooth, rich coffee. I don't get any rum taste. I don't know where the coconut rum comes in with this because I get no coconut, I get no rum. I just get a very tropical like kind of coffee taste to this. If you just want a good coffee liqueur, I highly recommend this if you want something that's a little bit different from Kahlua. Nice and strong coffee taste. Like it's a slightly bitter, strong coffee taste. So let's move on down the line a little bit. Let's do the original because really nothing beats a Bundy and Coke when you just had a long day and you want to relax. So this is the classic. This is the bottle everybody knows and loves. You're all familiar with it. Bundaberg. There's some more common ones that I don't have. You see overproof a lot in pubs. I don't have overproof here. I just have the regular and everything else is just like fancy flavored Bundy. The color difference in this compared to the last one, I put so little, I don't know if you can tell, but it's that classic warm honey gold color, which is a stark contrast to the coffee one that we just had. And yes, in case you guys were curious, this is a little Holden shot glass that Mark had sitting around. I could definitely use some more shot glasses because we have 3 Jim Beam ones, 1 Holden one, and then a couple random plastic ones. So maybe at some point I should actually invest in shot glasses, but cheers. It's Bundy, you know what to expect. It's smooth, it's slightly sweet. It's not cloyingly sweet, it's that perfect drink to go with a mixer. It's Bundy. Now this one I've obviously opened and enjoyed before. This one is a banana toffee and I love the banana toffee combo. So kind of like the coffee and chocolate, when you said that there was banana and toffee and rum all in a bottle, I had to run out and buy it. So this one has been one of my older ones sitting on the shelves. This, the Regeneration Rum, and the coffee and chocolate have been around for so long. I think well over a year at this point. Always looking to expand and add to the collection too, but this one, oh, again, it's nice and sweet. You get a really fresh banana smell to it. It's not that fake banana candy smell. And you get just that little bit of sweetness, that little bit of caramely smell from the toffee. Cheers. So good, incredible. One of those things that, again, I drink it straight over iced. It is like the perfect little dessert drink. Again, if you're somebody who doesn't like things that are cloyingly sweet, this might not be the go-to bottle for you, but I absolutely love it. It's probably like my second favorite so far after the coffee and chocolate. I'll probably do a ranking of all these once I'm actually done, but there are a few more new ones that I have not opened that I'm ready to get into. When I saw this Bundaberg Campfire one, I was so excited. I love seeing different kinds of alcohols that are like bourbon barrel soaked or whiskey barrel soaked. It adds more of a depth. There's a little bit of a smokiness that comes out. And this has notes of vanilla and toasted caramel, which to me just sounds incredible. So you've got that smokiness from inside a bourbon barrel, vanilla and caramel and rum. I almost feel bad opening this up, but I cannot wait to try this one. It doesn't really have much of a smell, like very subtle. Sometimes you open up these and like the sugar notes hit you, the rum itself hits you. With this, there wasn't really much of anything. Yeah, there's really no smell coming out of this. Like you get a little bit of a rum smell, you don't really get anything else, but cheers. Oh, that's interesting. So this one has more of just that typical classic rum taste to it. This doesn't really have much in terms of like notes to it though. You get a little bit of that smoky bourbon finish to it, but it tastes so much like the original Bundy that you don't really notice that much of a difference. It's more in the aftertaste. I think if you mix this with something, you wouldn't get it at all. It would just taste like regular Bundy. But this by itself, maybe straight or over iced, you can get a little bit of that smokiness from the bourbon after. It's actually a really nice combination, you guys. So if you love the taste like original Bundy, definitely give this one a try. It's a nice smoky finish. I actually really like this. Now, going over here, we have the Bundaberg spiced rum. So in the States, spiced rum is very, very popular. I'm used to drinking Coke with spiced rum. My dad loved Captain Morgan, so that's the thing that the two of us used to drink all the time, were like rum and Cokes. Typically with Captain Morgan, I also love it with Kraken. And this, I've never had it with Bundy spiced rum, so I think at some point I'm gonna have to give rum and Coke a try with this. Again, you just get a nice little subtle spice note to this. It's not too cloying, it's not overpowering. Cheers. Well, that's good for a spiced rum. It's not as strong as Kraken. It's not as spicy as Captain Morgan. It's very, very subtle. I think in a rum and coke, this would be perfect. If you like spiced rum by itself, then go for it. But I think in a rum and coke, this is going to be perfect because it adds just a little bit more depth than when it's just a regular Bundy and coke. This is going to be amazing for a mixer. And last but not least, this one I've been so excited to try, you guys. It is basically s'mores. Bundaberg Campfire Rum, toasted marshmallow with rich chocolate and biscuit flavored rum. Guys, Bundaberg came up with a s'mores rum. I swear it's like they were able to somehow dig through my brain and figure out the one thing that I've wanted from them without even realizing it. So I'm so excited to get into this. I remember a couple years ago they had a campfire one that was like toasted marshmallow and macadamia. That was so good. Funny enough, I actually had that my first Anzac Day here. Somebody had poured a shot of that into my coffee instead of just regular rum, and so good. Again, just like the coffee one, this is nice and dark. You get a little bit of like a sugary sweet smell. I guess it's that toasted marshmallow. A little bit of chocolate. You don't really get any kind of rum smell to this, but yeah. Cheers, guys. Ooh. Oh, you definitely get like the graham cracker, like the biscuit kind of note in this. Oh, that is so good. You don't get a lot of chocolate. Like, that's the thing, you get a lot of biscuit flavor with this, a little bit of the marshmallow. You don't really get a lot of chocolate though. So it is very much a biscuity kind of flavored rum, which isn't bad. It's a nice dessert rum. I really thought I'd be able to get this whole thing filmed before my battery died on me. But guys, this was so good. I'm so glad that I've bought some of these. Not only do they make great shelf pieces, but Bundy's delicious. A lot of these were really good. Some of them were surprising. Some of them weren't quite the flavor profiles I was expecting. Some of them are really surprisingly subtle. I thought that some of these would like smack me in the face with sweetness or flavors. And honestly, there's kind of a Bundy out there for everybody. Like I said, I kind of love cloyingly sweet drinks, so the coffee and chocolate and the banana and toffee are amazing. Nothing beats the original. And this coffee collaboration one, man, that one surprised me. I was not expecting that at all, and it's delicious. So running through real quick and ranking these, I think the bourbon barrel was probably my least favorite. I was expecting more of an actual flavor profile. Instead, it just tasted like original Bundy with a little bit of smokiness to it. Next up for me is probably the spice, because I wouldn't actually drink that on its own. I'd have to mix it with something else. And to me, that kind of ruins it a little bit if you have to mix it with something else in order to really enjoy and appreciate the taste. Next is the Christmas pudding. It's good, but I'm not a fan of the fruits that you use in Christmas pudding, and it tastes a lot like the fruits and the spices in it. I definitely drink it, but it's not going to be like my go-to. I feel like next is actually going to be a little disappointing is the campfire rum. It just tasted like the biscuit. I didn't really get too much marshmallow, and I got no chocolate in it at all. It's not bad by itself, but it's not one of my favorites here. I feel like next up is going to be the banana toffee. It's nice, it's sweet, but something about it has a candy-like taste to it. Not that it's that fake banana candy, but I think because it's toffee, there's a caramely note to it, and it's just so sweet. Granted, I love sweet, but something about this almost tastes like a liquid candy, and it's a little overwhelming. Next up is this coffee collaboration one. It was so good. It was so surprising, and I absolutely love this one. This is going to be great for making tiramisu. Second place is the classic Bundy Rum. You really can't beat it. It goes with just about everything. And for me, first place, not surprising because this is the most drunk one I have, plus I have a backup bottle of it, is the coffee and chocolate. Absolutely love it. It is amazing over ice and one of my favorite dessert drinks. So that's it for this video, you guys. Did any of this surprise you? If you have any recommendations, let me know down below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. I so appreciate the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Cheers!